Hello everyone, I'm Dragon Whoop and welcome back to Space Engineers. This is just going to be a little quick, update on basically what I'm doing. I said the word basically too much there. Yes, so the ship is a lot larger now. You may not tell it from this angle, but it's a lot larger now. And I'm kind of need some inspiration, or maybe not inspiration. I have my inspiration. I probably need some feedback. That's basically what I'm doing. As you can see, we have a lot larger area over here. I decided that I'm going to keep these thrusters here, so that way it eliminates having to have thrusters on the very bottom. I do have some down here, but I started thinking, well, the gap between this platform here and the thrusters is far enough that if I decide to use or to keep these thrusters, they're not going to do any block damage, as long as nothing is at least 4 blocks below them. So we got, one, if we count, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 blocks down, and as long as I don't have anything, super close to them, like this may get damaged, but as long as I keep them within that radius, I might have just blocked this area off. Make the thing the docking bay flush, or the docking area here flush. Then I don't know. I'll just leave it like it is. If you have any good ideas on how to eliminate any problems, if I have any, I've not had any so far, and I've been moving this ship all over the place. I have a cool little system for the door, but it's causing the ship to wiggle and wobble out of control sometimes. So I went, scouring the mod community, and I found a bunch of mods that could replace this, but I'll just show you how it works. Okay. So basically I have this control panel here, which it does all of this here. And I want to make sure that I have all of this set up. So, see, I'm just standing still. My hands are right here, and as you can see, I'm floating down. The ship is literally flying upwards for no reason. I'm thinking it might be due to that rotor down there. But anyway, let's set this down. I wanted to go not fast, but I don't want to go too slow either. Anyway, I have it folded underneath the ship. I thought that was a nice touch. But I even put a landing leg under there to keep it in place. But anyway, enough squabbling. Let's see, where's the button I'm looking for? Alright, we're going to switch off the landing gear. We're going to switch off the safety override of the actual rotor. And then we're going to activate the rotor. And as you can see, as it does this. Now, this door is not going to be, planet-worthy, so to speak. Which none of these things in here are going to be planet-worthy. I might have to make a atmospheric ship in that. But if I do that, it's going to be something that I can fit in this hangar up here. But yeah, here's the door. It comes around. It's equipped with all kinds of windows and a little special design. And I just came up this on the fly. I was trying to do something with a piston system, and it just didn't work. I wound up breaking the ship all over the place. Alright, now that it's in place, now we need to safety lock it, which is a nifty little button, because it actually acts kind of like a landing leg in ways. And then once we get it in place, then we activate the door system. And you got 4 doors here, 2 doors there on each side to keep the it airtight if I wanted to make it airtight. But see, this is what it will look like from the back. I've gotten pretty much all the thrusters in place, well, except for maybe the forward-facing ones. But I got the whole system. I thought it was kind of cool that I have the hydrogens on the outside. We don't use the hydrogens that often to go forward, and basically if we're going to use them to go forward, we can just cut inertial dampeners and basically just float on just a little puff. We also have tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of ion thrusters. And then I just squeezed in every once in a while, squeezed in some atmospherics because I'm adding weight. I'm adding a lot of weight to this ship. So I figured that the atmospherics that we had on the back, if we do decide to go into a planet's atmosphere, just would not cut it. So that's that. I'm starting to get the basic shape of the ship. I might have to trade some of these blocks out with slopes and make it more uniform. But I think this with the flat, the sloped blocks here with these give it a nice, not symmetrical, or not really symmetrical, but a uniform look. It gives it some character, a little bit. I'm still waiting on the creator of the drawing to give me a color scheme. So anyway, continue on. I installed the sidewards facing thrusters really close to the back thrusters on each side, and I don't think we will need more than this, honestly, to turn left, turn right, or maneuver left and right. I don't think we'll need it. I haven't finished the thrusters on this side. I just got back and started booting this game up, and I thought, hey, why not give everybody an update? So I haven't finished this side, but this other side is, I'm working on one side or the other. I'm fleshing it all out over here, and then I will just mimic it on that side. But I do have all the thrusters on this side complete. I have basically something similar to the setup back here. We got 2 rows of hydrogens, 1 row of ions, and 1 row of atmospherics. And as you can see, because of the way it is, you don't really need that many ions in space. Again, with the inertial dampeners, and if we're going so fast that we need to stop super fast, then we don't need to be going that fast to begin with. But we do have more, like 1 more atmospheric on either side, and basically I just wanted to mirror it to make it look, nice, not something that was just haphazardly put together. I have added some more cargo containers, and I've actually tried to manipulate the doors into the design where, as you can see, that you can tell where the doors are. I may extend this out depending on how wide I want to make this area, but I think that the fleshing of this side is what I want. Basically, I want it, that's the basic gist of the design. I may need to find some way of making this look better. I might add some intricate designs with some blocks or do something fancy. I've been trying to find a way to encompass this front area in with glass windows so that way it could be pressurized. I was going to go, once I got all the underbelly up here in the front fixed, like all the way out to where I fleshed it, I was going to make like a little platform where the captain's seat set, and then you just have a dome of nothing but pure glass. But as you can see, I'm having a little issue with the new sideways and triangle windows. I'm not able to put anything going in this direction. I don't know if there's a window block that's like that. If you know anything about that or know a cool window mod out there, let me know. I'm going mod crazy here, but I think I'm not getting mods that are overpowered, or I don't know. I say that, and then I have a mod that I download to help me build this gigantic thing. If I didn't get the mod, if I get rid of it, if you let me all know, if you want me to get rid of it, I'll get rid of it. But I went ahead and got the nanite system because I wanted everything to be built as I place it, and with it being hooked up, I have my little nanite system down here. I just equipped it with a bunch of speed upgrades. I wanted to do something, if it was okay with you all. If I get the go-ahead to keep the nanite system. I was also thinking about, we are space engineers. We are super high-tech engineers that have welders that require, the suit energy. We have grinders that can grind pretty much any metal, super rough. We got space guns, all that other good stuff. So I was also thinking, this one right here I have turned off right at the moment because I was testing with the windows. But if I turn this on, it would probably whisk away and start building all those windows that I have not completely built. But I wanted one for building, specifically just one for building. I'm not going to get crazy and get like 6 or 7 of them. No, I just want one for building. And then I was thinking, why not have one for mining as well? Because it's either that or take this thing. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad ship. I enjoy flying this thing around. It's super quick. It's super agile. It gets the job done. But it's time for me. I think it's time for me to take the step into, this is the Stone Age of space engineers. I think this is coming into the 24th or 25th century. Basically, what we think we should do. Where we're going to be. Like I said, if you think they all think it's cheaty or don't use it, then I'll get rid of it immediately. I want to get your approval before I do it. But I just thought, with taking on such a big build and increasing the size of the ship as drastically as I did, it would take me a couple weeks straight, probably, just to get the design basically and get it all fleshed out. But anyway, I decided that once I do get the windows fixed, where all this can be encompassed with glass and be pressurized, I added another door, a door system on this side. I've already got the door system on this side fixed and flushed out, but as you can see, I don't like the way these blocks here. I mean, the blocks, they were there before. It's not a big deal, but I thought, why not go fancy? Why not go all out? Try to do the best I can and try to find a way. I mean, I could chop it off here and have just this system here where we have the windows angling up. I did have the elongated ones. Yeah, the 2x1, the 1x2s. I did have those connecting. Let's see if I can disconnect this and get the 2x1s in there and rotate these around. Nope, not like that. There we go. Oops. See, the ship is moving and I don't understand. I did everything I possibly could do to fix it. All I could think of is the rotor. I think that rotor is just causing too many issues with the ship moving about on its own. But I did have it like this, and then I had a slanted block, a slanted one like this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to place it here though. But I had a slanted one. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to place it there. But I had a slanted one going along the contours of this right here. I thought I'd just put these here just for, pretty sake. But anyway, that's basically all the things I've done greatly. I've got the little stair steps here. I've added some turrets for defense. I've been getting really close. I had an attack of a military escort earlier. I want to say about 4 hours ago, and yeah, I wound up losing like a good portion of the top part of the ship here, and I was like, no, we can't be having that. They come flying by and just decide they want to take us out. No, I'm not going to have that. So I went ahead and extended the system. As you know, this is the original top of the ship, and we had 2 turrets here. I just extended this up, back to where the new shell of the hull is going to be. I might need to swap these out eventually with heavy armor. Heavy armor. Have heavy armor plating on the tops and the sides or wherever any vital systems are. But anyway, we got the turret, 4 turrets now, and then I also got myself a rocket launcher, a missile turret. So if these can't take it out, this one will. And here you see that I've got a row of thrusters on the top here, and you're thinking, well, where are the atmospherics? Well, if we're in a planet that has any type of gravity that actually the atmospherics can be used on, you don't need atmospherics to go down. You just need the gravity to pull you. So that's why I didn't put any atmospherics on the top. I've got 2 rows of ions, and then hydrogen. As everybody knows, hydrogen thrusters are superior when it comes to thrust because they work twice as hard, if not more. But that's why they require fuel. So I may change the design of this one up just a little bit, get rid of some of these hydrogen thrusters. But I kind of like the triangle Illuminati. I mean, I love Zelda, so as you can see when we first originally built the ship. I'm gonna try to find some way of incorporating the Triforce again, because I love the Triforce. Anyway, I've upped the refineries and a lot, but I have a question though, and I hope somebody will give me feedback on this. This door here, because it's being so derpy, I did go ahead and download a mod called the Force Field Door mod. And if you need a little tutorial on it, or a little thing, it has these force field door blocks, and they range in size from 1 door all the way up to 10. So if this mod, I haven't used anything on it yet, but let's see. I'll go ahead and activate the nanite system over here and give you like a small demonstration. Let's go ahead and turn this bad boy on. There we go, it's on. And as you can see here, I'm gonna just grab just a 5. Nothing fancy. And see, this one's 5 long. And when you turn it on, if I can get it to come on, there you go. The little nanite should come and repair it or build it up. And you can actually watch it do it. Wow, it already got the parts and everything. It's just needing to... There we go. Alright, so this panel in here is not complete yet. So we can actually go in here and get the force field door and then just turn it on. Get it closed. Now from this side, you don't see anything. It all depends on the rotation of the block. But if we go over here, you see the light blue. And what I could do here, because as you can see, there's nothing over here, but there is something over here, and I'd like to see it from both sides. So basically, I'd probably put 2 blocks, one facing one way, so we can get through, or we could see the blue, and then I put one right next to it facing the other direction. That actually would cause it to actually be. Actually, let's go ahead and test this now. It's going to be on 6. Let's put this out here, and I want to rotate this. There we go. Go ahead and get this thing built. Mr. Nanites, please. Mr. Nanites, please. There we go. I'll help it build. There we go. Now, this would just add just a little extra layer of protection for us for our doors. We may even go even further. And why are we moving? Yeah, see, we're fidgeting, and I think it might be due to the fact that this rotor down here is causing all kinds of havoc and problems. But the door system I thought was pretty cool coming up with it. This was the result of my vanilla door system, but I'm getting tossed all across the world, all across the space-time continuum, or whatever you want to call it. I've been being tossed everywhere because, as you can see, the doors fidget. Anyway. As you can see here, we have the blue here, nothing, and then blue on this side. And as you can tell, I'm holding forward. I am not. Uh-oh, I need to. Oh boy, jump in here. Our energy's low. Come on, turn on. Thank you. But as you can see, no matter which angle you look at it, you get that nice little beam effect. And I think that might be a good addition. I can actually put them all along the back side of these doors, and as far as I know, they're airtight. I could be wrong, but according to the mod author, they're airtight. So is that something that you all would be interested in? If not, then I'll get rid of the it's pretty much useless other than what its actual functionality is. It's just basically a force field door, which is pretty cool. Thank you, Mr. Mining Ship. You have provided me with power before I died. But yeah, I kind of like these. I hope that I can keep them. Because yeah, I need to find a better system for this. But I did come up with this. I did spend a good majority of time on this, and I even came up with a not plain like little grab arm type situation. But if anybody has, if the force field doors are out, and if there's a better result or a better setup for this door setup here, I'm all ears. By all means, let me know. I do have this one up here still. But yeah, I've actually added some cargo containers. There's just a bunch of updates I've done to the ship. And I think it's coming along nicely. What I may also do, some of the plans, just to give you a little foresight of what I may add later. I'm thinking about adding a couple of more reactors. I mean, we do have our main little reactor down here, which, I mean, by all means, it has been a workhorse. I mean, we have our 2 little reactors here that we started with, and then we realized that, no, that's not going to be enough power, so we added this big boy here. But what I could do is remove this guy. I could probably remove all of these hydrogen containers as well and move them underneath. But what I'm thinking about doing is taking that reactor plus maybe adding, I don't know, 2 more possibly, and then moving them up here. It probably will put it in a vital position, but I think with our little turret buddies here, and I'm also going to try to add some turret system on the underneath of here as well. That's why I kind of have this junction box here, because I was planning on putting turrets after I fleshed out the floor underneath here, or the outer hull, to actually have, you know, better turrets. But anyway, I think this video has gone on long enough. That's the ship as it stands right now. It's still in development. I'm still trying to figure out the Windows system and trying to figure out how I can get it to where it's airtight. It's probably going to take me longer than it needs to be, because there's so many Windows, different window options. And I mean, just to give you a good instance, I mean, look at all these Windows options we have. We got the 1x2 slope, the 1x2 inverted. I mean, it's just silly amount of how many windows are here, and that's stock Windows. So I mean, if modding is something I'm allowed to do, which, I mean, I haven't had any issues yet, but this is the first time I've actually made a big jump from being vanilla to mod. But I'm trying to stick to, you know, vanilla Space Engineers as best I can, because you can't beat the original, and the game is still being updated constantly. It's still in beta. So yeah, if you like the ship, give it a thumbs up. If you like the video, please give it a big thumbs up. And yeah, if you got any ideas, toss them at me, bounce them off of me. I'm not going to bite your head off. I appreciate and all suggestions, all, you know, shape, forms, and fashions, and everything else. So if you have any ideas or some ways to improve upon the basic design of the ship that's already been allotted to me, I would love to hear it. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. Until next time, see you later.